Good afternoon, students. It's great connecting with you this way after a long period of time. I hope you all are safe, staying in your homes, and following all the rules that are set by the government. Alright, take care of your health. Uh, Before we waste a lot of time, we should, I think, start with our studies. It's being a long break for you after your exams and everything. You guys must have enjoyed this time. Now, let us get back to studies. Now, everyone will tell you that this year is very crucial, this year is very important with respect to your future, and in some sense, they are right. Now, the challenges of this year of your boards are going to be very different due to the changes in timetables of your school. There would be possibly postponement of papers, prelims won't be on the same time. We are not sure about Diwali vacations and Christmas vacations also, where a lot of students get time for preparation. So just think that your summer vacations and your Diwali vacations and your Christmas vacations are all clubbed together in this coronavirus vacation period, uh, if you want to call it. And so don't be under the impression that I will have all the time of the world. So once everything opens up, you know things will not be at a steady pace. It will go very fast. Students will have to cover their syllabuses according to the speed of their teachers that they're going to be teaching, and don't expect teachers to go very slow with their syllabuses. All right. So this was my take. I suppose uh, exams exams dates and all might be changing. So we have to prepare for anything at the last moment, and we don't know when our schools will start, when we will be able to sit together in a classroom. So please don't waste time. Consider this vacation as very important, and make sure that you're studying well and following all the rules and regulations, following everything that we are telling you in the videos, doing your homeworks and your revision sessions on time. All right. Now, on the first day itself, I don't want to go into the syllabus, but I want to talk with you about general tips for preparation of 10 boards, as you can see on the screen right in front of you. I made a small PPT which I usually do on the first day of the commencement of our board these things lectures, and these are general tips for students which are really helpful, and throughout the year, if you follow them and if you stay true with them, these tips will give you what you're dreaming about now, that is the success in your 10th standard exams. Now, students, please understand these are the tips that I've personally followed during all my academics, whenever I was doing any courses or for my boards and for all the things, all of my education journey. I've been following this. These are also some tips which have been effective for previous years' board toppers with whom I've talked, and through their experiences and how they studied, these tips are being specially made considering all these factors in mind. So make sure you take them very seriously. Now, I have divided these tips into two very simple two divisions for you. Number one is the do's, and the number two is the don'ts that you have to follow during your preparation throughout the year. Let us go to the do's that you have to do. Now, please remember, the first thing is to set a goal and reminding yourself of it every day. Now, what do I mean by this? See, if you don't know where you have to go, you probably will not reach there. You will reach somewhere else. So, it's very important and clear to know what is in front of you, how much do I need to work hard for achieving that, and what are my goals. Please be ambitious while you set it, and please be realistic as well, that if I am able to achieve this percent in my 9th standard, this is what I will achieve in my 10th standard. So don't be over realistic, don't be over ambitious while selecting your goals. Make sure you set goals which are within your reach and a bit more in so that you put a lot of effort in achieving that. Now, one thing that has been remarkable about all the students who have succeeded is they have been making a schedule and following it regularly. I keep telling this to all my students all the time. Take a page, write your schedule on that, make 2-3 printouts of it, put it on your study table, put it on your dining table, put it on your study board if you have, and follow that schedule every day. It's not that you will follow it 100%. Follow it 90%, follow it 80%. Some days when you're not, when you're bored, follow it 70%. That is also alright. So unless you make a schedule, you won't know in what direction you're going. So making a schedule takes me to the third point, that is utilizing time and making most of it. Now, what do I mean by this? See, time is a common factor between the rich and the poor, between the topper and the average student, between a world class sportsman and a local sportsman, between an Olympic athlete and a district level athlete. One thing that is common is 24 hours. And how do I utilize it? Now, if you understand this at a very early stages of your life, that utilizing time to its maximum limits is going to help you. I just want you to reflect on the past 10 days. What did you do? How much time you had been wasting? You just ask this to yourself and make an evaluation of it. Don't feel bad if you've been wasting a lot of time, but from now on, make it a habit of not doing it. The number 4 do that is on my list is making a habit of preparing micro notes and concept charts. What do I mean by this? See, whenever we sit for studying, going through the entire chapter becomes boring, also time consuming. Now that we have time, we will go through each and every line of the text. We will go through all the necessary details. But slowly, steadily, as time passes by, it will be very difficult for us to read chapters from our textbooks. So during this time, a habit of preparing micro notes and concept charts becomes very handy. Make sure that your micro notes are full of color pens, full of charts, pie diagrams, all written in a non-verbal method, using different methodologies of writing, flow charts, concept maps, theme charts, pie charts, in a way in which it will make you remember that chapter as it is, even after 10 days of preparation or even after 10 months of preparation. It will help you to remember it as it is. So make sure that you put yourself into a habit of preparing concept notes or concept charts or micro notes. Now the last point is very underrated. It is exercising and meditating daily and staying stress free. Now remember, every one of you have to score good marks. There is a pressure already of that. If you keep putting pressure on you, it's going to build up. Now whatever builds up over a period of time has to get bursted out. Whether it will come out as an anger on your parents or on your friends or your brothers and sisters, whatever. That anger will be keep on building up. So what do you do to reduce that anger? You do exercise and meditation. How do you do it? Start with simple exercises, 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 30 minutes, slowly, steadily increase the time. Meditate yourself. Now the first day when you sit for meditation, your mind will be like a monkey. It will run here and there. It will not focus on one thing. And that is okay. That is actually the first step of good meditation. So you sit calmly, focus on your breath, like I always tell you. Keep inhaling, exhaling for a period of few minutes, and then tell yourself all the good things about yourself. Tell yourself what you have to do in order to achieve your goal. Hmm? And this way you do this habit of daily exercising, so that your stress that is building up parallelly will reduce by doing these activities. These are my quick list of do's. Let me quickly revise. One is setting a goal and reminding yourself of it every day, making schedule and following it regularly, utilizing time like a professional and making the most of it. Make a habit of preparing micro notes, concept charts that will be helpful for you for your further revisions in future. Remember, it's a one-time investment. Exercising and meditating, I think you have a lot of material for it to look about yourself, and just do it for few days and see the difference what I'm talking about. All right, let us come to the don'ts. Now you can see I've used red color. It is kind of a danger. You should be away from these things. Always remember. Don't waste time on electronic gadgets, my dear friends. Please remember this. When you waste time on electronic gadgets and these things, the screen exposure doesn't let you sleep. Mostly we touch our phones before sleeping, and it hampers your sleeping habit. When you don't sleep, you don't remember, and then there is a huge list that follows when you don't sleep regularly. What happens? You already know that. So keep yourself away from social media, from electronic gadgets, and stay away from bad company. Number 2 point. Social media, bad company, and negative friends, negative thinking circles, they just pull you down. So keep yourself away from all these things. Number 3 is don't compromise on your timetable no matter what. Whenever you're making a schedule, you're being true to yourself. You're being honest to yourself. So make sure that you don't compromise on anything no matter what. Even if there is a marriage at your place, make sure you're carrying these lectures that we're giving now and hearing them on the journey, or you can record your notes, question and answers, and listen to them. So see, toppers don't give excuses. If you can't do it, you can't do it. You cannot say that this is not there, this was not there. Nobody is going to entertain your excuses. So don't compromise on your timetable, no matter what. Don't be depressed if results go against you in units, terms, or prelims. This is very important. We start with a target that we have kept for boards. Alright. So that would require a 1 year preparation, a thorough understanding of the subject, and all these things. And if you expect yourself to get those results very early, so that is not going to happen. So a lot of students go into depression when they don't get what their desired marks are in their units, terms, or prelims, and this leads to a kind of negativity. So keep yourself away from that. Remember, no matter what scores you get, you should remind yourself that you can always turn it around. It is not final. Alright. And keep motivating yourself, keep talking with teachers, keep looking for some motivational videos, listen to some motivational lectures online. Alright. And keep yourself totally inspired all the time. I know it's difficult, but then you have to keep reminding yourself that your targets are so high that you cannot afford to be depressed all the time. Alright. Don't forget to revise from beginning every time. A lot of times what happens when we prepare for 10th standard, the beginning is very solid because we want to do something. Then in the middle we drop our shoulders, and then when we understand that our boards are drawing near, we jump into this and we start preparing ourselves for it. That's not a way to do it. Alright, my friends, remember, you have to revise from the beginning every time. Every 15 days you should go back to your textbooks and read the things that are taught. Now this is a great platform for you because all the lectures are going to be online. So you can make good files and save them, and later on the beginning part that all teachers have taught, whether it will be 30% of the syllabus, 35%, of the syllabus that we are covering now. You can record those lectures, keep them in a pen drive, and listen to them every other day. Or you can listen to them once in a week, twice in a week, or once in 15 days and revise it. All right, so that you don't forget, because from for 10 standard SSC boards particularly, they don't have a habit of having the entire textbooks, so you will get into that habit. All right, so this is a list of do's and don'ts. Let me quickly revise the don'ts for you. Don't waste time on electronic gadgets. Stay away from bad company, social media, and whatever negative thinkers are there. Don't compromise on your timetable no matter what. Don't be depressed if results go against you in units, terms, or prelims. And don't forget to revise from beginning every time you study. Alright, my dear friends. Now the next two slides are about the books that you need to have. You can write them down, and once this lockdown gets over, you can buy these books. No hurry, we are only starting with textbooks now, and notes I will be providing you on this platform online. So don't worry if you don't get the books now. This is a quick book list for CBSE students. You can pause the video and write it down. And this is for the SSC students. Alright, there are some books which I have excluded right now, because there's no point in giving you an entire book list when you cannot go and buy, at least for a few days from now on. So I hope you got what I wanted to say. There is a fantastic book that I would be putting online. This book is How I Topped the Boards and You Can Do. It's written by Gaurav Sood, who was a board topper, and you can see the book on your screen, and fantastically written book. I will send a PDF on the group. You can go through this book whenever you want, alright, and take out chapters from it and read those chapters. There is a lot of interesting things that the author has told in this book, and there are some steps that he asks you to follow, like you can see now in front of your eyes. You will have the table of contents. Alright, so strategies, plans, how to achieve success, and how do you prepare for the lectures, then how do you eat, and where to study, when to study, what to do on exams days. Everything is mentioned in detail in this book, so you can go through that. Alright, thank you so much, take care, see you in the next video.